Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to be going over what I'm expecting for this upcoming earnings report that Tesla is having tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, on the revenue numbers, I believe Tesla is going to come in significantly above analysts' expectations of around 10.5 billion or maybe slightly more, slightly less. And they're going to come out with, in my opinion, revenues of over 11 billion, as high as 11.3 billion. I think their I think their earnings are going to come in between 11.1 and 11.3 billion dollars in revenue. And in terms of the non-GAAP profit that they make, I think it'll be between 1.3 or 1.4 billion dollars, and analysts are expecting about 1 billion dollars of non-GAAP profit. So to compare these numbers to what happened last quarter they had $8.77 billion of revenue and about $800 million of non-GAAP profit. So if my estimates come true, we'll have significant increases in both non-GAAP profit and revenue, which is completely expected because Tesla's business has had massive, massive growth this year. And basically how I got these estimates is I looked through the numbers of how exactly Tesla made their money last quarter, and I looked at what the analysts are expecting this quarter. And what I got from analyzing these two sets of data is that analyst expectations for this quarter are almost entirely based on growth in purely the auto business, nothing else. And I believe that Tesla's other side businesses will actually contribute much more significantly to the bottom line than they have in the past this quarter. For example, their energy business. The reason I believe this is because Tesla's had significant demand for some of their energy products, such as the Powerwall. Powerwall, just this quarter alone, since October, the price of this product has been increased twice already by $500 increments each time, which means that a quarter ago, to buy a Powerwall, it cost $6,500. Now it's $7,500. So that's quite a significant price hike. That's like a 15-20% price hike in just one quarter. So this tells me that Tesla is having significant demand that they can't really keep up with in terms of the Powerwall, at least, in terms of the energy products. And this is actually really great news because this means that Tesla most likely significantly increased production this quarter of the Powerwalls since demand was high. And since Tesla increased the price of the Powerwall twice, it means that the Powerwall should have significantly higher profit margins this quarter than it did last quarter. And that's just one segment of the energy business. So I believe that because Tesla's having such strong demand for their energy products, I really think that analysts are not taking that into account whatsoever. And I think this is going to contribute very significantly to the bottom line versus the previous quarters. Because in the previous quarters, I believe the energy business only contributed like $600-700 million or so in revenue. I think that was about the number last quarter or so. It was a pretty low number in terms of Tesla's business, but I think that this quarter they're going to contribute not $700 million of revenues, but I think they're going to contribute $1 billion plus potentially in terms of energy business revenues, and I think the profits are going to be significantly higher because basically last quarter or 2 quarters ago was when Tesla first turned the corner on energy business profitability. Like they just became profitable. And now that Tesla has increased the price even further on their products while still increasing demand, I believe that this will cause a significant beat in the profit numbers, which is why I put my non-GAAP profit estimates between 1.3 and 1.4 billion versus what analysts are thinking, which would be about $1 billion. And I believe that if Tesla comes in with the numbers that I expect, there is a very, very good chance that the stock will rise. And if it doesn't, that'll be honestly rather irrational because I think even though my numbers, I believe, are very, very, very much not so unrealistic, I really think there's a good chance that my numbers are going to happen. Nobody, I think, is expecting this because people don't really understand Tesla, even after all this time. They don't understand why it's valued so highly. They don't understand how it's growing so fast. They don't understand really anything about the company itself. And this goes for the analysts as well. So I believe that these numbers are really just going to shock analysts and significantly beat their estimates. And something else this quarter that I want to draw your attention to is that this quarter Tesla should be giving guidance for the rest of the year on how many deliveries they're going to do in terms of cars and the production of their vehicles. So analysts right now are expecting about 850,000 cars produced/delivered by the end of the year. And I believe that Tesla is actually going to give much, much higher guidance than 850,000 because Tesla supposedly it has expectations of doing 550,000 cars produced in Shanghai alone. And this year, they only did 500,000 total, Shanghai and Fremont. And because I believe Shanghai will deliver from that factory around 500,000 vehicles this year, and Fremont will do probably about the same, 500,000 vehicles, and because Berlin and Austin will come online towards the end of the year, I think Tesla can handily get over the $850,000 goal that analysts have set. And I actually think that Elon is going to give guidance of almost 1,000,000 vehicles or so produced/delivered by the end of the year, if not 1,000,000 vehicles. And I think that when analysts hear this number, they are just going to be shocked. And I think this shock that they're going to get from this whole earnings report in terms of the strong beat on the revenue side, strong beat on the profits, you know, Elon giving very, very, very strong guidance for the rest of the year, I think it's going to kind of force them to give stock price upgrades for Tesla stock. So I think there's a very, very good chance that Tesla stock will rise after the report, or at least will have a good year this year. And if neither of those things come true, that'll be flat out irrational because Tesla is growing at such a rate and is just annihilating their competition in such a way that, I mean, pretty much we haven't seen something like this before, ever, in any industry, where a company, tiny company starting from nothing, was able to gain huge technological and financial advantages over huge established companies that have been around for hundreds of years. I really think that Tesla is going to be like the Amazon of the auto/autonomous driving industry. Even though I bought the stock back in 2018, I'm still super bullish on it. I still have barely sold any of my original shares, and I've actually sold so little of my shares that Tesla currently is over 70% of my portfolio. So I think you guys understand how I feel about the stock. And all you fellow Tesla shareholders, you guys can comment down below. When you bought your shares, how many shares you bought, when you bought them, and, we should just see. And you should just comment your opinion on the stock below in general, because I am very much open to hearing, different opinions on what's next for Tesla, So, yeah, I think that just about sums up this video. If you guys did enjoy, I would love it if you guys left a like and subscribed. That'd be really, really awesome. And I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.